Hello guys, hope you all fine. I think you're all doing good. Welcome to this new video with regard to comparative balance sheet problems. In the previous session, you have learned about comparative income statement, and this video you'll be learning about comparative balance sheet problems. Okay, so comparative balance sheet is nothing but is a process where you'll be or a procedure where you'll be comparing two balance sheets that are given to you to find out the percentage change and the change in amount. Similar like your comparative income statement, but there are few modifications that you have to remember in comparative balance sheet. Here it is 2012 and 2013, 2 years are given. You have to compare these two. Okay, the first thing you have to remember is identify the owner's liability, or which are the owner's liability in this question. So here the owner's liability are equity share capital, preference share capital, reserve fund, profit and loss account. These comes under owner's liability, and long-term loans comes under long-term liabilities, and creditors comes under short-term liabilities. In assets we have fixed assets, investments. These two come under fixed assets, whereas inventories, account receivable and cash come under current assets. I want you all to concentrate on this one, that is fixed assets gross less depreciation is given. We will be discussing about this in the solution part. Here comes the solution part. The solution heading will be comparative balance sheet as on 31st 12 2012 and 31st 12 2013. Okay, so we all together require 5 columns, and I have already put 3 columns here. We need 2 more columns that needs to be added over here. That is 2 more columns will be coming under this blank space, which we'll be discussing later. First thing what I've done it is I've done the bifurcation part, which we were discussing in the previous session. The bifurcation will be like this. Under liabilities I have divided or bifurcated it into owner's fund. Under owner's fund I have equity share capital, preference share capital, reserve fund, profit and loss account. I've made the total of owner's fund, which comes to 17 lakh and 29 lakh. Under long-term liabilities I have long-term loans, which I have put it separately, that is 2 lakh and 5 lakh. Under current liabilities I have creditors, which is 1 lakh and 3 lakh. This all information is available in the question. Only the thing is I am doing the bifurcation or separating from one another. Okay, this is total liabilities, that is 20 lakh and 37 lakh. Under fixed assets, I think I have been telling you guys in the previous session, that is you have to concentrate on this one. So here fixed assets gross is given, that is 15 lakh and 28 lakh for 2012 and 2013 respectively, and there is also a depreciation 5 lakh and 8 lakh rupees. What you have to do is you have to take only the fixed assets net value, that is 15 lakh minus 5 lakh, that will be 10 lakh for 2012, and 28 lakh minus 8 lakh will be 20 lakh for 2013. So need not do any calculation for this. That will be coming in the next solution part. Next investment, it is 4 lakh and 5 lakh rupees. Under current assets we have inventories, account receivable and cash. Okay, so the total comes to 20 lakh and 37 lakh. So it is matching over here. I've done the calculation, so it is matching. Or if in case your problem doesn't match, do not go and add amounts anywhere here or here. Try to identify the problems where you have made the mistake. Okay, so we'll move on to the next step. We will move on to the next step in the calculation part, where I'll be finding out the changes in figures. Okay, changes in figures is nothing but latest year, that is 2013 minus 2012, which we were doing in comparative income statement. The same procedure will be applicable over here. It should always be the latest year minus the previous year. Here the latest year is 2013 minus previous year, it is 2012. So we'll start with equity share capital. Equity share capital, it is 12 lakh minus 6 lakh, I get a value of 6 lakh rupees. Next, preference share capital 9 lakh is for 2013 minus 5 lakh it is for 2012. I get a change in figures of 4 lakh rupees. That means these are all increased. So all this amount has increased by equity share capital is increased by 6 lakh. Preference share capital is increased by 4 lakh. Next we will move on to reserve fund. 5 lakh it is for 2013 and 4 lakh it is for 2012. That means the change it is 1 lakh rupees. Next it is for profit and loss 3 lakh minus 2 lakh I get again 1 lakh rupees. Total of owners funds it is 29 lakh minus 17 lakh I get a value of 12 lakh rupees. Next it is long-term liabilities. Under long-term liabilities I have long-term loans 5 lakh minus 2 lakh I get a value of 3 lakh rupees. Next it is creditors 3 lakh minus 1 lakh rupees I get a value of 2 lakh rupees. Next it is total liabilities value. So the total liabilities value it is 37 lakh minus 20 lakh I get a value of 17 lakh rupees. Here this amount should be matching with the total assets amount. Okay, so be careful over there. Next we'll move on to the asset part. I've been telling that you have to concentrate more on this fixed asset gross less depreciation which is given. Okay, so we'll check how it is done. Fixed assets gross less depreciation we have done. I think we have done all the calculation in the previous part. I've explained this one. Now while taking change in figures, I'll be taking only the net value, that is 20 lakh minus 10 lakh, it will be 10 lakh rupees. I shouldn't consider this amount, only the net value will be considered. Next investment, it will be 4 lakh minus 1, sorry, it is 5 lakh minus 1 lakh, I get a value of 1 lakh rupees. Next inventories, it is 6 lakh 50,000 minus 4 lakh 50,000, I get 2 lakh rupees. Account receivable it is 4 lakh minus 1 lakh I get a value of 3 lakh rupees. Cash 1 lakh 50,000 minus 50,000 I get a value of 1 lakh rupees. And total assets it is 37 lakh minus 20 lakh I get 17 lakh rupees. That is how the change in figures is calculated. We'll proceed to the last step in this problem. The last step in the preparation of comparative income statement is the application of the formula, that is changes in figures divided by previous year amount or first year amount into 100. The same formula that was applicable in your comparative income statement. So changes in figures is nothing but this column, that is column 4 divided by column 2. We'll just look into the amount of column 4, that is 6 lakh divided by 6 lakh into 100 I get 100%, that is changes in figures divided by 2012 amount into 100 I get 100% for equity share capital. Next we'll move on to preference share capital. Preference share capital changes in figures it is 4 lakh, I've entered 4 lakh divided by 5 lakh into 100 I get 80%. Next it is reserve fund 1 lakh divided by 4 lakh into 100 I get 25%. Next it is profit and loss account. It is 1 lakh divided by 2 lakh into 100 I get 50%. Next it is a total of owners fund 12 lakh divided by 17 lakh into 100 I get 71%. Long term loans it is 3 lakh divided by 2 lakh into 100 it is 150%. Creditors it is 2 lakh divided by 1 lakh into 100 I get 200%. Next it is asset part. In asset part, I'll be not considering any of these, that is fixed asset gross or less depreciation. All these things will be ignored. I'll be only concentrating on fixed assets net, that is 10 lakh, 20 lakh. This is all done. Now I'll be moving into percentage calculation, or where I'll be finding out the percentage, that is 10 lakh divided by 10 lakh into 100 I get 100%. Next it is investments 1 lakh divided by 4 lakh into 100 I get 25%. Inventories 2 lakh divided by 4 lakh 50,000 into 100 I get 44.44%. Account receivable 3 lakh divided by 1 lakh into 100 I get 300%. Next it is cash 1 lakh divided by 50,000 into 100 I get 200%. If you do all this perfectly, That is the end of comparative income statement. So we'll just look into the important points or the points to be remembered in the calculation of comparative balance sheet statement problems. Here, first step, it is bifurcation. You have to bifurcate into owner's funds, long-term liabilities, current liabilities for liabilities, and for assets, fixed assets and current assets. This part, it is always there in the question, so no need to worry. The next it is, you have to find out the difference between current year and the previous year. For you guys, the current year it is 2013 and the previous year here in this problem it is 2012. So this 2013 minus 2012, that is how we will be finding out the changes in figures. Next it is finding out the percentage. To find out the percentage, the simple basic thing you can remember, it is column 4 divided by column 2. That is the simple thing. If you find it difficult to remember, it will be nothing but column 4 divided by column 2, or simple part, it is 6 lakh divided by 6 lakh into 100, you get 100%. Or the formula applicable, it is changes in figures divided by previous year's amount or first year's amount into 100. This is how a comparative balance sheet statement is prepared. If you have any doubts or queries, you can put your questions. Thank you for watching.